As they said, with pickleball, you need high reflexes, decent hand-eye coordination, and excellent defense. Pickleball players should learn strategies that will help them improve their skills, starting with technique. If you are looking for pickleball techniques, not only to be big in pickleball world, but to improve your next game level, then we got you covered. Here are Advanced Pickleball Techniques, 8 tips to take your game to the next level. Hello and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media, your #1 spot for all pickleball content. Our channel is dedicated to the fastest growing sport in the United States, and we cover all fun and exciting things related to pickleball. So if you love pickleball and want to learn more about it, just take a second to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our video. Now let's get right into the video. Number 8. Do the cross-court dink. There are several different types of dink shots to learn when it comes to dinking. One of the most important dink shots is the cross-court dink. In this shot, you shoot from an angle at the other end of your opponent's court. When perfected, cross-court dinking can be a huge advantage for any pickleball lover. This technique offers strategic opportunities and is a must for players looking to take control of the court. To hit dinks effectively, you should hit them cross-court. You can take advantage of your opponent's weaknesses to gain decisive points. You stand out by your precision, finesse, patience, and mental focus. Additionally, the cross-court dink gives you the most leeway since it travels over the bottom of the pickleball net, which is in the middle. Therefore, you should devote yourself to becoming extremely proficient at the cross-court dink. Number 7. You need to work on your blocking. Pickleball defense relies heavily on blocking because it allows you to return shots you might otherwise be unable to reach easily and quickly. To improve this skill, you should practice blocking shots from multiple angles and work on your timing so that you can hit the ball precisely when it is needed. It is important to take into account the spin on the ball as well. As you practice, you will become an expert at blocking shots, and you will utilize this technique to your benefit during pickleball play. After that, you can add backspin to the ball if you move the paddle from high to low, about an inch. This is a small movement, not a big cut, and the ball will stay low on the other side when it hits the ground. Getting a handle on when your opponent is going to play power shots becomes much easier if you know what pattern they follow and how often they play them. Number 6. Make sure you dink down between your opponents. During a game, a dink shot is a shot that is fired after a ball hits out of the non-volley zone and is intended to fly above the net and land on the other team's non-volley zone. During a rally, a player uses dinking to place the ball in an area that will be difficult for an opponent to reach and return. It's easier to keep the ball low if you dink between your opponents, which can expose their weaknesses. You can reveal your opponent's weakness or lack of mobility with a well-executed dink. If your opponent has difficulty moving quickly to the net, you can use lots of dinks to force them. A weak backhand may also open up a gap that you can return directly into. Using this may result in mistakes or open up chances to score. Number 5. Third shot. Weak, deep, to backhands. This tactical advice pertains to the return of serve, which is your opponent's second shot in a rally. If you're playing a team who likes to drive the third shot, you'll have more time to react to the driving shot if you keep the pickleball deep within the pickleball court. Also, you should target the weaker side of your opponents, as well as their weaker third shot on your opponent's team. Due to the fact that, in contrast to the serve, the return of serve can be hit anywhere on the pickleball court, you can target a specific player. As with the serve, it is best to hit your return deep, but don't give yourself too little room to hit it out of bounds. You have more margin for error when hitting returns in the middle of the court. Your opponents score an easy point if you miss a return. Number 4. Aim for the backhand of your opponent. Getting the ball where you want it, such as your opponent's backhand, is one of the most important pickleball skills. The best place to hit the ball is near your opponent's feet, especially in the middle. Pickleball strategy involves playing to your strengths and exploiting your opponent's weaknesses. One of these weaknesses could be a specific side. Taking aim at the backhand of pickleball players can pull them out of position since they tend to favor their forehand. You can target your opponent's backhand in the middle of the pickleball court if you combine these two targets. There is also a possibility that as a result of this, they are not aiming their shots properly, or even miss the ball completely. Aiming behind your opponent is also an option that you can use. It's always better to get the ball behind your opponent, so they must move backward to get around it. Your opponent will have less control to make the shot precise and strategic if it's difficult for them to return the ball safely. Therefore, they'll hit fewer high-percentage shots. Number 3. Keep pickleball low. Players should learn how to keep the ball low to reduce their opponent's chances of going on the offensive and stacking up points. The opponents will not be able to attack you with an aggressive shot if your pickleball is low. An opponent is more likely to hit a drop shot if the return of serve is low. In addition to making your opponents pop up, a low pickleball will cause you to shoot quickly and effectively. Additionally, doing this forces your opponent to lift the ball by dipping to make contact with it, and angling their paddle up so it clears the net. The paddle would simply run into the net if the face stayed level, or more like a waist-high forehand. If your opponent clears the net, the only way is to have the paddle face open, so this isn't the worst-case scenario. Number 2. Don't hold back with the outballs. In pickleball, one of the best skills is the ability to let out the outballs. When playing pickleball against players who like to drive, be aware of outballs. Make sure to avoid outballs if your opponents are staying in the point. Now, let go of your opponent's pickleball if your opponent's pace is about chest or shoulder height. Your opponent's shot is probably out, more so if it is driven from the non-volley zone line. It is also a good idea to let your opponents go if the pickleball sits below the net. Pickleballs that sit low will have a hard time getting over the net, so they will have to hit up on them. Your opponents will likely send the pickleball out of bounds if they hit up on it. This practice is designed to train your brain to recognize which balls are going out. Number 1. Make sure the middle is secured. During doubles pickleball, it is typical for players to struggle with not protecting the middle of the court. The middle court area is the most common place for opponents to direct their shots, which causes uncertainty for your team when playing pickleball doubles. An article said that there is a reason why this matters: it's geometry. Doubles players have the highest margin of error at the center of the court, and it's also where doubles is weakest. Thus, guarding this area is your most effective offensive and defensive strategy. By doing so, your opponent is forced to hit more difficult shots, far from the center line, thereby minimizing your own errors. Now, when the ball is directly in front of your partner's sideline, you should cover the middle. When your partner cover the middle, you should practically cross the center line. By doing so, you remove your opponent's weakest shot, resulting in a lesser chance for them to use the sidelines. As a rule of thumb, the player with the strongest forehand will take the middle court when playing doubles. They can cover a larger area this way and switch between defending the left and right sides easily. In some cases, taking the middle may be a better option if your partner has a very strong backhand. With that, the only thing you need to do now is talk to your partner. The lack of communication is probably the main reason doubles teams make errors with the middle. So will you do these tips to take your game to the next level? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch this next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.